Hey, what's up, my cochinos and cochinas? I'd like to welcome you back to another eating video. Today, we're going to get intimately involved with some Chipotle. I got a healthier bowl. I want to show you that you could eat fast food and still be healthy. As you know, I'm trying to improve my own health and make better decisions with what I eat and drink. It's not always the easiest. It's not always the easiest. Just said that. But it's not always the easiest, you know what I mean? So, but it is possible, all right? So let me go ahead and show you what I got. As you probably already saw in the thumbnail, we got a Chipotle bowl. Now this bowl includes, good, they gave me a fork. It includes, obviously, you can see the lettuce. It has the corn salsa. It has chicken. Also has fajita vegetables. So, you know, we're going heavy on the vegetables. We got the cauliflower, we got the onion, and the bell peppers from the fajita vegetables. And then we got the lettuce, we got the corn and more onion. And then there's some black beans in here as well. As you can see there, check that out up close. All the veggies are in there. And then to give it more flavor and take it up a notch, because the chicken has flavor and it's seasoned well, but we don't have no guac or guacamole. We don't have no cheese or sour cream. So I'm gonna take it up a notch right here and get it nice and bloody with this red chile salsa. And that's gonna give it all the flavor you need right there, bro. For real, sis, whoever's watching this. Check that out, nice and bloody. So let's go ahead and get intimately involved with this. Oh yeah. I'm wearing a white shirt, so I gotta be very careful. All right. Some of you guys get the reference. Some of you guys are like, the hell? Why are you talking like that, bro? You see Chipotle? I'm not gonna even say what the accent anymore. Chipotle, they don't even, you don't even have to have like sour cream, cheese. You don't have to have guac for it to taste good. All their ingredients, man, in my opinion, so delicious. I'm not sure if you guys have tried the cauliflower rice, but to me it's pretty good. It doesn't necessarily taste like real rice. It has its own flavoring, and to me it's a good replacement. Like, I ain't missing the rice. No, I will say though, I'm always missing the tortilla. I always wish I could have the burrito, but you know what, pause, but you know what, they're like 300 and some calories for one tortilla, bro. I gotta say it gringo and, you know, with the accent. So, I don't know. You guys probably want a story time. I'm trying to think of one, bro. I didn't think of one ahead of time. By the way, calorie-wise, this is probably like 520 or 530 calories. Not bad at all. I'm spilling water on myself. That's fine. Sharing is caring, to say, huh? I challenge my fellow mukbangers out there to do some healthy eating. If you have to eat big portions, show me a table full of veggies and just go in. I would like to believe that the people of YouTube who watch these types of videos would like to see healthy stuff too. Does anyone ever get sick of seeing people stuff their faces with grease and high salt and sugar? Or are you living vicariously through them? All right, I'm gonna tell you a story, okay? This story is about my first and most successful time that I lost weight. Okay, not the first time I lost weight, but it's the most successful and the longest I've went on a weight loss journey. And why? There's something that inspired me and I want you guys to hear it. So back in about it started in 2013. In 2013, I decided I wanted to lose weight and wanted to get serious about it. So I went to Weight Watchers. I stepped on the scale. Lo and behold, ain't nothing low about it. High and behold, I was 425 pounds. 425.6 to be exact. I was like, damn, dude. I got big. I felt it too. I couldn't even walk 20 minutes without being winded, you know what I mean? So I committed to Weight Watchers because I had lost weight from them before. Back in 2006, I lost 30 pounds, but didn't stick to it. I went from like 330 to like 298 or something, and then quit. Because I used to have cheat days back then. I used to take a cheat day off, eat whatever I wanted, how much I wanted, and then I would just get back on plan. And it worked for me. I was dropping weight like crazy, but after a while, one cheat day turns into two, turns into three, turns into your life. So I advise, if you're going to embark on a weight loss journey, just be reasonable with yourself and try to incorporate foods into your diet or regimen that you actually like, so that you don't feel deprived and feel like you have to have a cheat day, because every day technically could be cheat day. You don't even call it that. It's just part of how you eat. You're not deprived, you know what I mean? But you're going to want to make healthier choices, because healthier choices are lower in calories, so you can eat more. Helps you stay on track. But anyway, I'll show you where I'm at. I lost the 30 pounds. Oh, I'm sorry. I lost 30 pounds in 2006. But in 2013, I went to Weight Watchers. And same thing, yeah. I lost about 30 pounds. I went from 425 down to 395. I actually think I got down to 387. I'm sorry, from what I remember. So that's like what? 25, 35. 38 pounds, almost 40 pounds I lost from Weight Watchers. It's the same thing. I gave up again. So for me, I don't know. I didn't find Weight Watchers sustainable, and I think it was because you're supposed to go to the meetings and stuff like that, you know. It just wasn't for me. So by the way, I'm getting full. This is really good though. I don't miss the cheese, the sour cream, or even the guac. Tastes great to me. You guys gotta try this. Only if you like vegetables though. Sorry, I was looking at a message on my phone. A little bit more left. So I gave up But luckily, I don't think I gained much back. I think I might have got back up to 395 or something like that. So at that point in my life, I was like, man, I've dieted so many times. You know, like, maybe I should get that weight loss surgery, right? I finally told myself, you know what? I'm going to get it. I'm going to go under the knife. I'm going to have them, you know, cut my stomach up or whatever and make it smaller so that I can eat less. And, you know, that's my last resort. I tried everything else and I just couldn't stick with it. And I had insurance. I was working and I had full insurance, full benefits. So I go to the doctor. Well, actually, I'm sorry. I went to a seminar first. They talked all about the weight loss surgery, encouraged people to get it, showed some success stories of a couple people who did it and how they look long term. And they were cool looking, you know what I mean? Like regular looking people. It wasn't like they went from being obese. My voice cracked like I'm going through puberty again. It was like, it's not like they went from obese to bodybuilder. They're just average looking people, you know, nothing that was like, oh man, now I really want to get it if I'm gonna look like that. You know, I was realistic with myself. I was like, you know, probably gonna have a lot of loose skin if I'm losing weight that rapidly, right? So anyways, I go to the doctor. This dude's name's Dr. Wong. He was my primary care doctor. And I went to him, I'm like, all right, doc, I have a proposition. I just need you to sign this paper because I'm going to get the weight loss surgery. As soon as you sign this and you sign me off to be referred, you know, I can get the process going. He was like, no, I'm not going to sign that. You have high blood pressure, which I did, and I still do. It's just under control because of medication. But he told me, no, I'm not going to sign off on that because you need to get your blood pressure down. That's the main factor. Plus, people who get the surgery, they get malnourished, experience malnutrition. And he pretty much was like, no, I'm not going to do it. And then he walked out the door to go do some paperwork or something that had nothing to do with the weight loss surgery. But he said something about my blood pressure and adjusting the medication, and he walked out real quick. While I was sitting there, I was heated. I was steaming because, as for me, I know he's a medical professional, and I know that even though he's a medical professional, it doesn't mean that that decision necessarily is the best decision, because the next doctor, who's a medical professional as well, may have been like, oh yeah, let's sign you up. You know, everybody differs. For me, I felt like I was at the end of my rope weight loss wise. And for me, I kind of was like, well, bro, how the fuck you expect me to lower my blood pressure if I'm this big? You know what I mean? Like, I need to lose weight. And if I'm having trouble losing weight, and this is my last resort to lose weight, then how the fuck do you expect my blood pressure to go now? So, as I was sitting there in the office by myself in the, the room or whatever, I told myself, I pay for insurance. I pay for this fucking insurance. I tell the doctor what I want him to do. You know what I mean? I started getting into that mode. And if he ain't gonna do what I want him to do, then why the fuck am I even sitting here? I gotta get back to work because I was on my lunch break. I took some time off to go do this. So I walked up out of that fucking waiting room where I was at. It wasn't the waiting room, you know, the room where they see you at or whatever. Patient room. So I walked up out of there, jumped in my car, took off. As soon as I was about to take off, I saw a phone call from the doctor's office on my cell phone. And I answered, and it was the doctor, and he was like, hey, David, where'd you go? Click. I just hung up on his ass. Didn't want to talk to him. I was heated. And I'm not going to lie to you. Part of me wanted to, like, sock him in his face. Like, I just, that's not how things should be handled. But I was just pissed. Went back to work. Got a call at my work. I'm like, now they're calling my office. You know what I mean? What the fuck? And then, so I picked up because my homie was like, or my coworker was like, hey, doctor's office on the phone. So I picked up. I was like, hey, and she was like, this is Dr. Juan, secretary. He wants to set you up for a future appointment. And so I kind of was like, oh, okay. I kind of just played it off, knowing damn well I wasn't going to go back. So that was that. But to be honest, that was what I needed, because he inspired me. not him personally, but because of how he reacted, I felt like there was nothing else I could do in my life to get myself under control. If I was not approved for weight loss surgery, and weight loss surgery is the last resort, then at that point my only option is to accept my extreme obesity and just die at a young age, or suffer all these consequences that come with being that weight and live a poor life, you know what I mean? Like, have poor quality of life. And I couldn't accept that, you know. At that point, I had one daughter, and I was thinking about her. And even just myself, you know, like I couldn't live like that anymore. So I knew about MyFitnessPal, which is a calorie tracker. And I had a heart-to-heart, and I told myself, if you made it this far in the video, hold on. Before I continue, if you made it this far in the video, just type the word corn salsa. I want to know who's watching up to this point. It's about to get real for a second, especially if you're struggling with your weight. I had a heart-to-heart with myself, and you need to have a heart-to-heart with yourself. And that heart-to-heart went like this. You've tried every diet. I was talking to myself. You've tried every diet, David. You've tried every fucking diet. How'd it turn out? How did Atkins turn out for you? How did Slim Fast turn out for you? How did Weight Watchers turn out for you? How did water fasting turn out for you? How did juicing turn out for you? How did diet pills turn out for you? Nothing worked. So at that point, you could either come to the conclusion that nothing works and just accept yourself for who you are, or you can truly be that person who keeps moving forward and keeps trying to find your solution. And at that point, I told myself, in order for yourself to lose weight, you can't do anything restrictive. You can't cut carbs. You can't cut a whole food group. And if anything, you got to eat the kind of foods you eat now, just less of them. So my whole goal at that point was to just stay under my calorie limit. That was the only thing I cared about. It didn't matter what I was eating. I could be eating Twinkies all day, and Pop-Tarts, and cake, and fried chicken, and burritos. And I ate all those things, believe me. Now, I wasn't saying that was healthy, but I was losing weight. So I was doing something good for my body. So I started out making substitutions, meaning carne asada burritos, you know, the way that I used to order them. Go up to the truck, I'll take a carne asada burrito con crema y queso. I wanted all of it, the works. But what did I do? I still ate the taco truck burrito. I still said I'll take a carne asada burrito. Regular or super? Regular. You know, no cebolla. Unless it's grilled and on the side. But I would go to the taco truck and I would get that. I would skip the cream and cheese. By doing that, I'm saving 200 to 300 calories. I would go to Carl's Jr. sometimes. I would get I remember one time I got the Western Bacon Cheeseburger, but I took it back and I took that fat ass bun that they put on it and I tossed it, and then I used this 100 calorie bread that I had at work. Didn't taste as good, but that was one way. There'd be times where I'd go get a hamburger and, you know, instead of large sizing it, I get it small. I'd get a diet drink or a tea on the side, and I would say no cheese, no mayo. Mayo is like 100 calories per tablespoon. They probably put at least 2 on your sandwich. So that's like 200 calories you're saving, plus their cheese, you know, is anywhere from like 50 to 100 calories. So that's 250 calories I'm saving right there. By getting a small fry instead of a large fry, I'm saving another 200 calories. So small changes do add up. You don't have to go extreme to lose weight, but you must progressively be getting better and better. So if you start off like that, you know, as time goes along, try to, you know, incorporate a little bit more vegetables or a little bit more fruit. Try to skip the tortilla and get a bowl at Chipotle. Try to walk more. I started walking probably 10 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day. Eventually, I was walking an hour a day, every single day, no matter what, even when it rained. I didn't make any excuses. I threw on the jacket. I went out there and I walked in the rain. I made it work. And I lost 175 pounds doing that. It took me about a year and a half. But let me say this much. I lost 175 pounds in a year and a half, but it only took me maybe like 10 months to lose like a majority of it. Like, I think I got down to like 280, and then the rest of the time it took me a lot to lose that last 30 pounds. I was struggling for a while between like 280 and 300 pounds. It took me a while to break past that cycle and get down to 250 pounds. And when I got to 250 pounds, actually, I'm sorry, when I was around 270 pounds, I started lifting weights. Lifting weights would make me hungry. I started counting macros, watching my protein. And to be honest, I think for me, that was a little too much. And it threw me off balance. I was going through marriage troubles at that time before I got a divorce. Then I started drinking more. And that's what happens. I gave up. And because of that, I gained like 100 pounds back. Luckily, I never gained it all back. But that's my story. And here we are, back on track. 2021, never too late to get your life back together. And the way I see it, 95% of the people who set out on a weight loss journey gain the weight back, unfortunately. Those are just the statistics. Those are the numbers. I'm one of them. I'm one of them statistics. I gained weight back. I didn't maintain my weight loss. But I'll be able to relate more to more people, and losing it this second time around, I'll be able to tell people, don't worry, I've been there. I gained it all back, and then I lost it again, and you can do it too. So that's the goal. Hit that like button if you liked it. Subscribe. Let me know what you want to see in the future. All right, guys. Have a happy Friday. See you guys later.